Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I just about
Have
took
a
your
seat.
arm off. I can't see. Does that other... The Facebook looks okay. Well, okay. Now, there we go. I'm trying to get in this Instagram. Oh, I need some lipstick.
Me too.
Yes. We just finished eating. So we're at 8:02. So
Yeah.
hello. We've got a few people tuned in watching. I forgot to post a reminder today that we were going to be live tonight. Oh, thanks, Miss Janice. Oh, look, there's Miss Amy's watching too. Hi, my friend. We decided to go live like this. We're super curious to know what y'all think. So last week's video we recorded on Sunday afternoon and then it went live. Hi, Win. I think that says when. It does. Okay. So last week's video we recorded on Sunday afternoon and then it kind of debuted and went live at our normal 8 o'clock time. And one of the things about that, when we do it that way, or when Kevin does it that way, is that he can insert some pictures and things from our week. And so we're curious to know what y'all think.
Which one you prefer?
Yeah, which one you prefer. So be sure to vote and tell us in the comments what you prefer, if you like that way or this way. When it's this way, we're obviously in real time and we can interact with you a little bit. So
And the girls are looking at the comments, and if you have a question, feel free to throw that in and we will try to answer any questions that you have.
yeah, make sure to ask us questions. If you will also, we would love it if you would like and share our live video. That way you can help others know that they can check in with us and hear our Sunday night weekly recaps with Mr. Woolly Bully. You're looking awfully woolly in this video.
Yes.
It is past time for Kevin to get a haircut.
That is on the agenda for this week.
Yes.
My hair has gotten somewhat out of control, and so hopefully I'll be able to find somewhere to get my hair cut
Yes.
this week.
Yes, that's one of the things on the agenda. But yes, so if you'll like and share for us, if you will also comment and let us know if you like last week's style of a live recap or if you like this week's style, what we've been doing. The other thing, I feel like there was something else. Oh, if you have any questions about kind of where we're headed, we, in some ways, we're kind of calling this phase 2. It feels like kind of phase 2 in some ways. But anyway, we can get into more of that.
Yeah,
This
so
week.
last week we had a lot of pictures and little video clips and stuff to throw in, so that made it nice to do it the other way. This week there's not a lot of that. Since we went live last week, between then and now, there hasn't been a great deal to report on other than we made our way to Americus, took care of a couple things in Americus.
Megan's stories, and she was thinking, I think it's Scott Calvin. It was the Santa Claus emoji.
Yes, I'll be
Isn't that
handing out
baby?
candy canes next week. But anyway, we didn't. We made our way to Americus. We spent a couple nights there, took care of a few things there. We do have one really exciting announcement. Something that we received when we got to Americus that we have been waiting on for about 7 or 8 months, and it finally arrived. It's not very often that you get excited about receiving things from the IRS, but this was a really exciting thing for us to receive. We incorporated back in June of 2021. We sent off our paperwork for our 501c3 so that we could be an official nonprofit organization in July. And since July, we had just been waiting on the IRS. And they receive about 95,000 applications a year for nonprofit 501c3 organizations. And so they were pretty backed up. But as of March the 22nd, we were approved, and when we arrived in Americus, we had our official paperwork stating that we had been approved. So that was really exciting for us. we hadn't been worried about it. We had just been waiting for a long time to
Yes.
receive it.
But it also opens up some different things that are helpful to us, just to have our official nonprofit status. So we had been waiting on a few things, to handle a few things on that letter. So,
Some of the software that we need for the business, some of the online programs, they have special programs for nonprofits that
they have discounts.
yeah, they have discounts for nonprofits, and so until we received that, we weren't able to take advantage of that. So now we can take advantage of some of that, as well as some giving things that people have chosen to do that until we're official,
Yep.
their companies couldn't send.
Just helps us be able to tidy up
Yes.
some stuff. So, and it's just a big thing off of
Our minds.
our minds,
Yeah.
Kevin's mind probably more so. So anyway, that was good. Yeah, so we spent a couple days. Kevin did things like getting the tires rotated, and I had a lot of I had all of next year's homeschool curriculum shipped to Dad's house.
Except my math.
Yes, we had one missing element that we were having to have reshipped. And so, anyway, we were able to just take care of a few things and spend a few days there. It also monsooned in South Georgia. So, anyway, we did that. And then we started our 3-day drive north. We decided to kind of break it. I know we've told y'all before that kind of the, 4-hour...
3 to 4 hour mark is
It's
typically
kind of typically our sweet spot. And so we did 3, 4.
We did 6 hours the first day.
And then did 4 and 4.
4 and 3.
Yeah, 4 and 3.
Yeah.
And so that was good just to kind of be able to break it up. So we did, let's see, we did a...
Walmart.
A Walmart parking lot the first night.
Stayed at Walmart in Gaffney, South Carolina.
And then we did Gaffney to Lynchburg. And the second night stayed in a Cracker Barrel parking lot in Lynchburg. And it was actually one of our better, parking lot picks.
And I just have to give a shout out to Liberty University because that place is impressive.
We had never seen it before.
If you've never been to Lynchburg,
It's huge.
Liberty is an impressive place. I think it was Caitlin said that's where she wants to go to school. So we'll see.
The Cracker Barrel was kind of right across the street. So anyway,
Yeah, we could
did that.
see Liberty from the Cracker Barrel parking lot, and we drove through there after dinner. The night we were there, we drove through the parking lot, all the campus and all that. Pretty neat place.
Yep. So we then we arrived at our Northern Virginia destination. We're actually staying. So this is an interesting fact, maybe for some of you. We on this kind of phase 2 trip back through the Northeast. There are some campgrounds we are revisiting and restaying, and some that we are not. And so this first one we are restaying here. We stayed here in the back in the fall, and some of you may remember we talked about the place that was putting up the Christmas lights. This is that place. And so we stayed here. We did learn a lesson about what site not to get last time. That was our only complaint. So we swapped sites. We made sure that we swapped sites. And yeah, so we're staying back here to be in the greater DC area for the week.
We had a great opportunity this morning to attend a church service of a church that was actually launching today. So that's our second opportunity to attend a launch service. And this particular church, Redeemer Fellowship of Virginia, they launched today. They've been meeting just their core team since January, and it's neat. They were actually sent out of a church that we attended the last time we were through here. The last time we were here, we attended All People's Church, and so this group was sent out from All People's Church to a neighboring community, and they are meeting in an elementary school, and today was their first official launch service. So they were excited about that, and they're kind of doing a 2-phase launch with Easter being next week. They're really pushing hard to get people to their Easter service as well. And so just really neat to be able to worship with them, as well as we're going to get to have dinner with the planter and his wife and
Yeah, we're going
their
to
2 kids.
We're going to take them to dinner tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. It was just a really neat experience this morning with it being there first. We actually got to meet the pastor, we got to meet his mom. We got to meet the pastor's wife, her mom, and her sister. And so it was just interesting to see them as they set out to see. Yes, some more of his family was there too. Just to see them, their families rally around them and support them in their new venture with this new church.
And it was neat to hear part of his story, just hearing that he had really planned to go plant somewhere else, and God really convicted him that he needed to plant in his hometown. So he is in his hometown, planting in an area that he's very familiar with, and so we're excited. We're excited for them to see what the future holds for their church.
So they were telling us about a restaurant this morning, and they said we could go. They were talking to each other, kind of with us, and said we should take them, or we should do Mama Tigre. So all they've told us about this restaurant so far is that it's a little Indian lady that cooks Mexican food. So
yes.
Anyway, so it's a
There's
Mexican restaurant.
Chicken tikka masala fajitas. So it sounds very exciting to me. I don't know what the girls are going to eat, but they do have ground beef tacos, so I guess they'll go that direction.
Everybody will be safe. So we're meeting them for dinner, so that should be interesting.
We're excited to also get a chance to revisit one of the pastors that we met the first time through, and then hoping to be able to meet with a couple other pastors of churches that are here in the area. And so we're excited to be in kind of the DC area. And from here, we'll be headed out to Baltimore, Philadelphia area, and be there next Sunday when we come to you.
Yes, so interesting. It'll be Easter Sunday, and one of the things that we as a family have been talking about a lot.
Spoiler alert.
Yes, well, a little bit. I'm not going to completely spoiler alert, but for those of you that are in a Southern Baptist church. Or maybe grew up in a Southern Baptist church, then something and someone that you heard a lot about was Annie Armstrong. So Annie Armstrong is the missionary that the Easter offering is named after, that the Southern Baptists take up every year, and that Easter offering goes directly to support North American church planters and missionaries. And so, interestingly enough, Annie Armstrong was from Baltimore. And so it's been really neat that we are going to be in Baltimore on Easter Sunday. The girls have actually been looking up some different facts about Annie Armstrong, and so we're excited.
I gave them a homework assignment, and I can honestly say it's the first homework assignment that Caroline has received that she was excited about. And so they were tasked with finding some interesting facts about Annie Armstrong. So we'll be sharing those this week leading up to Easter, and we look forward to being able to worship in Baltimore next Sunday for Easter Sunday as we celebrate the resurrection of our Lord and Savior.
Yes, I can tell that some people have given us some comments and feedback on video. Some people have still been discussing that Daddy should keep his woolly bully.
I'm growing this out until I come back to Georgia.
Discussing that.
I think it was Miss Megan and Mr. Jimmy. I think they were talking back and forth.
Santa Claus. Oh yeah, I did see that.
They were.
So a little while ago, Wynn said, "I think both are great." Talking about the live and then the pre-recorded.
Yeah.
She said it's fun to be able to interact with the live videos, but I also enjoy seeing the pictures. She said maybe you could swap out depending on what works best with what you've done the week, and then internet stuff.
Yes, and I saw that Miss Amy said she agreed with Wynn.
And Miss Megan said the same thing. She said the boys like the pictures.
Yeah, we liked being able to do that, and kind of felt like we could give you a better glimpse into our week. And so what we may do is just go back and forth like this. Yeah. Some weeks we may pre-record and hope that we don't have a fly attack us like we did in that video last week. And then some weeks we'll do it this way. So
it's nice because it's cold here and there are no flies right now.
Yes, that's the other thing. So we went, from South Georgia temperature to last night it got down into the high 30s, I think. So
chilly.
Anyway, it was quite cool, but we're running our heat.
We can also say that we're gonna try to get better with our YouTube videos. So there will be for the weeks that we may not do pre-recorded lives with pictures. Hopefully the YouTube videos will satisfy that.
Yeah, so if you didn't hear what Chloe was saying, we are in this, Casey mentioned kind of phase 2. We are going to switch up how we're doing our YouTube. We are going to do things a little more current with where we are. YouTube is always going to be a little more travel, a little bit ministry as well. But with that, I'm still going to try and catch up to all the things that we did in the fall.
At the end of the year.
But we'll sprinkle that in as we're staying a little more current on those videos. So
that it'll have more of a like vlog feel for our everyday. Our goal is to record something every day. So.
Yes.
About our life.
Yesterday, we failed. Today, we failed. But tomorrow's a new day. So
tomorrow is a new day. Back to school. So that's another thing. So we have kind of had an extended 2.5 weeks spring break. And so we're back to finishing up tomorrow. We've got a good probably 6, 7, 8 weeks to go. Just like we're trying to finish up similar to, at the end of May, similar to what normal schools are doing. So anyway, that's going to be on our agenda this week too. And
are you saying we're not a normal school?
No.
Yeah, that is an
We are
accurate
abnormal.
statement. Yeah. So anyway, can y'all think of anything else?
No questions?
I don't think
Question.
Claire's not watching it.
Watch Instagram. I'll try and post a picture when I get a haircut,
Oh yes,
but I'm not shaving.
Daddy, you're shaving. I don't care what you say.
Caroline votes for shaving.
Never
Me too.
Definitely.
It is so shaky in here tonight. I don't know why. Hopefully y'all can't tell it, but I don't know why we're shaking.
Because
anyway,
Caroline's moving around.
We have some yummy. I had a hankering today,
Oh my
and so
Lord.
I've gotten in the kitchen and
It smells good though.
baked. It does smell really good. That's what we're gonna have for dessert. So my grandmother always called them plaza squares. I grew up calling them plaza squares, but I don't know that I've ever heard anybody else that calls them that.
There's a lot
some
of things
people
like that
call
with your
them-
family. The TV masher. Anybody ever heard of that? That's how you change the channels. The TV masher.
Hey, anyway, this doesn't need to be a family tradition talk. But yes, so some people call them. I've heard people call them something else too, like around South Georgia.
What'd you say?
But then
I
they're
go with
kind of
Paula
like
Deen.
it's kind of like a very similar recipe to Paula Deen's. What it's called, ooey gooey butter
Butter
cake or something. So anyway,
Basically, it's something that's not good for you that tastes really good.
there you go. So that's what we're gonna have for dessert.
Isn't everything gets dessert?
We hope y'all have a fabulous week. We are hoping for a little bit warmer temperatures where we can get outside some too this week. Enjoy the sunshine.
We talked about doing homeschool on the...
Oh, we didn't set. That's one thing we didn't talk about that we changed up this week that we really liked on our drive days.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yes.
on our
Sure,
drive
this'll be
days,
thrilling.
I know this will be thrilling. We were already 20 minutes in. We need to hush, but
It's all good.
on our drive days, it's typically 10:30, 11 o'clock before we can think about getting everything done and out. Unless we're just really pushing for a long day. So, all of that to say, chess squares.
Yes.
Yes. I was thinking it was chess something, but I wasn't right. Okay. So anyway, our drive days, we decided this week, because typically what happens is we get out, we get going, we have to find somewhere to stop and get some fast food or something for lunch.
Which is not easy when you're
No.
60 feet long.
And we have to find a parking lot to get in and a restaurant that everybody likes, which doesn't happen. Anyway, it's usually adds a good hour. Is that
And a
safe?
half, easily.
Okay.
Maybe.
So this week I bought I made sure that all our groceries were stocked up and some special things that I wouldn't not, like I got some good granola bars or Cliff bars and some things I wouldn't always get. But then I got some little Dollar Tree divided take long containers.
Meal prep containers.
And so we all packed lunch, I took orders and packed everybody a lunch, and then we packed in this little cooler, and so we would leave out about 11. We would get...
About 11:15, we'd be like, oh, I'm hungry.
No, we usually got a little further down the road,
like
but an hour in, then we didn't have to stop, and I just pulled everybody's little container out and handed it to them, and we had lunch that way, and it ended up working out fabulous, and we all enjoyed it, and everybody had things they liked, and we didn't have to stop.
We were much more efficient.
Oh, we were so much more efficient.
That's not a word that's often used to describe us, but we were very efficient when it came to lunch.
Even though I swore I was done packing lunches, I packed lunches, and it worked out good, so we're going to keep doing that.
We saved a lot of time, and we also... we didn't figure it up, but I know we saved money as well. So that was a win-win for us.
I'm hoping that, and y'all stay tuned. I'll story this. I'm going to be back alive on social media this week, but I'll story this if we get to do it. I'm hoping the weather will hold up and we can go into the city one day and take our school books and our lunches and be outside.
Yes.
Enjoy the city for a little bit.
And I know a couple of weeks ago I talked about gas. Ways that we save money on gas. I found another app and I've been using that, and it's like $20 credit on there now, so I was really excited about that. If you're interested in it, shoot me a message. It's called Get Upside, and if I send you a code, you get 15 cents off a gallon, and I do too. So if you're interested in that, shoot me a message.
Yes, for sure, because that has been helpful.
Yep. All right.
Okay, well, y'all have a great week.
Yep. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.